is the first week of January, and it is done. It's done, dusted. Okay, and where you at? What have you done? What are you doing? So, for those of you who are coaches, consultants, speakers out there, and you really, really want to make a difference this year, okay, there's something that is very, very important that you must address if you're going to make things happen. So Sunday is usually a time for reflection. Sunday is usually a time where we need to, you know, uh, reflect a little bit, ask ourselves, what is going on, what must we do. We just started the year. There's probably a lot of pressure, a lot of anxiety, a lot of regrets. You know what didn't happen last year, you want to make it better this year. There's all kinds of things going on. You've decided you're going to join this course, you're going to do this, you're going to learn all kinds of things, and that is all good. Okay, one of the things that I'll say is that usually you must understand that it's not how much you're going to learn that is important, it is how much you're going to implement. It's how much you're going to do. If you learn something, make sure you implement. Actually, one of the most important things you're going to have to do for yourself this year is take more action than reading, than talking, than all these things that you can think about in terms of courses. So today's video is it's one of those that I love to talk about when I'm talking to my mastermind group, when I'm talking to my students, because usually it makes a bigger difference than all the tactics I can share with you. All right. What am I talking about today? The power of your self-worth. You want to grow, you want to scale, you want to do big things, you want to be able to build your business much quicker, much faster, and have the confidence to earn the money that you deserve. You must work on your self-worth. You must understand, and I'll tell you, personal story. When I started off, I was a broke public speaker. Okay, why? I didn't know my value. I didn't present myself well. I didn't work on myself. I had all these internal things. Most important, I hadn't made a choice that I wanted to be the best and provide the best service. Therefore, I was always paid the least. Okay, I didn't have the confidence to ask for what I was capable of doing. Actually, in my end of year reflection, I asked myself how much money I lost, how much money I left on the table because of lack of understanding my self-worth. Okay, there are companies that I helped to make $1 million worth of profit, and they only paid me $10,000, $20,000, took me around, kept me in nice hotels, but they made $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. Now, the reason I never asked for that, I just realized, is I did not know my self-worth. Okay, you want to scale, you want to grow, you want to do things, you want to keep your mind in check and get hold of this character that keeps self-sabotaging you. You got to build your self-worth. Okay, so this Sunday, as you're reflecting and thinking of, what am I going to do? We're now out of the cloud of last year and the cloud of New Year celebrations and all that nonsense. Okay, right now it's time to focus. Right now it's time to say, what are we going to do? You must work on your self-worth and see the impact on everything else. Oh no, coach, I'm a confident guy. I think I know what I am. How much are you charging? Do you have a confidence of charging $3,000 for 1 hour? Do you have the confidence of charging for $3,000 for your course? Do you have the courage to charge $10,000 for your mastermind? Okay, your self-worth has got a direct reflection on how much money you make. When people ask me, coach, how can I make money quickly? By the way, there's nothing like quick money. Okay, but how can I build faster, quicker? Build your self-worth. All right, so I want to share with you, okay, it's a short video today. I want to share with you 5 things that you can do this year to improve your self-worth, and I promise you it will change your life. All right, number 1, change your peer group, change where you hang out, change who you're dealing with, because if you're dealing with people where you're not being stretched, you're not being asked to be the best, you're not working harder, you're not being pushed out of your comfort zone. If you're hanging around with people with whom you are the same, or you're even better, if you're hanging around with people who are where you're in the top tier of how much you're earning with the rest of the other guys, move. Okay, just think about it. Just think about some of the best or some of the most inspirational stories that you know about wealth building. All right, you're going to notice, you're going to figure out very quickly that most of the people have had to go to a foreign land, have had to go somewhere else. They leave one land, they go to another place. When they get there, they have no friends, they have no People who surround them, who don't tell them what is possible and what is not possible. They go into a foreign land. I mean, the American story is the most amazing story. It's built. America is built on immigrant power. Okay, when you look at all the other countries which have got some really, really, where okay, let us not even talk about countries. Let us talk about some of the people who go out to go and do some amazing things. They move, they go somewhere, and or they hang around with people who are better than them. Okay, so right now, and this is don't and sometimes I say it and people are like, yo, I can't leave my family. Hey, it's a choice. Okay, it is a choice. The reason that you don't have what you want, the reason you're not where you're at is because you have decided, you've made a choice that that is what you want. It has nothing to do with where you live, who you grew up with, who your mother was, which school you went to. It is a choice. You have decided that you're not going to work as hard. You have decided that you're going to play at mediocre level. And yes, it does not matter. It does not matter if there are certain people who are better than you. Right now, you need to ask yourself, how can I go to a place where the people who are better than me? Because if you're the biggest fish in the pond, in the glass, where they say the goldfish, if a goldfish outgrows the uh, the bowl in which it is, it can't grow any bigger. It is going to be stunted. Okay, you want to grow, you want to build your self-worth. Go to a place where the people who are better than you. Build a new mastermind. Ask. There's nothing. If you ask people who you want to mentor you, or people who are better than you, or people who are at the next level, if you ask them and they say no, what has changed? All they have done is say no. You didn't have them in the first place. You don't have them now. Okay, and I teach a whole module on how to build a mastermind and how to be able to get people who are better than you. Okay, and this is in World Class Consultants with a Dusty. Why? Everybody must use the leverage of mentorship. So move, get away from where you are, find a way to change your peer group, find a way to hang out with people who stretch you. Okay, if you can't move, just don't hang out with them. Close your doors, close your windows, and just stay in a place where you just hang out with people on here, or just be on your own rather than be with people who don't inspire you. So that's number two. Challenge yourself to do better than the person you were yesterday. Let it be that every day you are not competing with anybody else, but you're competing with the better version of you. Every day ask yourself, can I be better than who I was yesterday? Challenge yourself in places you have never ever challenged yourself. What I say is pick one goal, one simple thing that you wanted to do for years and you failed to do it. One, okay? And then do it with all your heart and soul. Put everything you have in it and make sure you achieve it. That will take, and by the way, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. It might be, you want to stop smoking, you want to lose weight, you want to work out every day for 45 days, you want to fast for 40 days, whatever it is, however simple it is, if it has been so hard for you to do, find it, do it. Okay? You'll be surprised when you take one win and then you do it again and then again and then again. Before you know it, your self-worth begins to grow. When your self-worth begins to grow, then the way you project yourself, the way you present, the way you show up in life begins to change. You begin to see your real value. All right. Next, raise your standards. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. I cannot emphasize enough. Go to places where you rarely go. Get your nice suit. Go and sit somewhere in the most expensive hotel. Get the menu. Don't look at the price. Order for whatever you want. Raise your standards. Stop doing cheap stuff. If you're a trainer, coach, speaker, consultant, stop doing cheap stuff. Begin to raise the value, the way that you do things. Begin to perform at a higher level, because that will begin to give you that internal feeling of what you are worth. Raise your standards. Get a better suit. Get a better shirt. Begin to do things differently. Don't do cheap stuff. Buy proper journals. Do things that will send a message to your subconscious that the things have changed here. We must step up. Raise your standards. Take an audit of your life. Where do you stay? How do you sleep? What is going on in your life? And with that, make up your mind and say, I am raising my standards to go from here to where, because remember, it's a choice. You've decided to be where you are. I have decided to be where I'm at. Okay? Do I like it? Absolutely not. Okay? But guess what? I am working on it like crazy every freaking day. Okay? Why? Because the standard is raising. I'm raising the standard for my students. I'm raising the standards for everybody because when my standards raise, my students' standards raise, we are making a difference together. One of the things that I always say, by the way, the course is called World Class Consultants with Audacity. The reason I use the word audacity is because it takes a warrior spirit for you to fight the mediocrity around you, to fight and step up and build the business of your dreams. You can't do it with you can't think that the mind that created what you have now is what is going to create the $1,000,000. It's not going to. You must step up. You must be defiant. You must raise your standards. Next, do hard things. Do hard things, okay? Do the cold showers in the winter, okay? Work out 8 days without a rest, okay? Go and jog when you're hurt. Do the hard things. Call somebody. Do the sales calls in the morning when you don't want to. Call somebody and say, I'm sorry. Do the hard things first. Do the things you don't like. Do copywriting first. Study first. Whatever it is that you don't do, hard things so that they become a habit for you. They become easier. They become simpler. When they become simpler, you begin to get some results. When you begin to get some results, all of a sudden you see your self-worth beginning to rise. And when it rises, baby, you become unstoppable. Next, improve the way you look. Improve how you look. Come on. Let's talk about this. If you're unhealthy, if you're not looking after yourself, okay? Yours truly, I am very blessed in that when I take one scoop of ice cream, I add 2 kilos on my body. I don't know what that is in pounds, but man alive, my body is one of those. I'm a healthy guy, so to speak. So I've got to work harder. I've got to work harder on my body. I've got to work harder on my mind. I've got to make sure that I look good. I've got to make sure that when I'm playing with my boys, I have the energy to play with them. I have got to consistently make sure that I present myself in a certain way. I have simplified it. Most of the time, I want to simplify what I wear. If it's not blue, it is black. Okay, once in a while, I might veer off. And by the way, if you ever see me in anything other than blue or black, somebody else bought it. I didn't. Okay, period. Now, why do I say that you must improve your health? Listen, your wealth is your health. You cannot go and make $1,000,000 and then die of a heart attack and think that you've lived a life. No. But there's something beautiful about being energetic and feeling good about yourself and showing up every day. I am one of those guys who suffers with a lot of brain fog if I don't rest well. If I'm not eating well, if I'm not well hydrated, my day can really get screwed up. So I am vehemently protective of everything that gives me the edge. Listen, so the reason that some of the people that are ahead of you are better than you is not because they're more talented, they're clever than you, they have more. No, they have optimized their health. They have optimized their environment. They work harder. They are neater. They look good. They look after the system. They look after the body that gets up to perform. And I am hoping and praying that you take time to say, you know what, I'm going to work out. And the workout doesn't have to be crazy. I'm going to walk. I'm going to run. I'm going to make sure I do 3-4 days of workout every week. It's important. It's important for you because it will definitely give you the edge. All right. So I don't know about you, but yes, this Sunday I just wanted to come in and say, hey, let's look at something else other than the tactics. During the week, we're going to be laying the foundation. Something big is loading. I'm telling you that right now. Something big is loading. And in the loading, we're going to be serving you more. We're going to serve you better. One of the themes for this year is let's go deeper. Let's serve better. Let's stop competing. You forget about this competition stuff. Let's serve better. And then you'll see how the world will conspire to serve us even more. So, I don't know about you, but it's been an honor, pleasure. Whatever you do this weekend and the next coming week, I want you to know that you have the audacity to live life on your terms. Until then, peace.